Picture this. You're standing in a 3-hour line at the Colosseum, surrounded by selfie sticks and overpriced gelato vendors. Sound familiar? What if there was another Italy hiding in plain sight? One where you'll have entire medieval cities to yourself, where locals still invite strangers for dinner, and where Instagram-worthy views come without the Instagram crowds. There's a secret Italy that exists beyond the guidebooks, and today we're revealing 10 incredible places that will completely transform how you experience this magical country. After seeing these hidden gems, you'll never want to follow the typical tourist trail again. Let's start by exploring some of Italy's most unusual cities and cultural gems. Imagine living in a cave that's been home to the same families for 9,000 years. Welcome to Matera, where people have continuously lived in the same rock-carved houses since before the pyramids were built. These aren't primitive caves. They're sophisticated homes carved 3 stories deep into limestone cliffs. What's incredible is that families here have been passing down the same addresses for literally thousands of years. The Rossi family's cave bakery has been operating for 23 generations. They still make bread in ovens carved directly into the rock walls, creating flavors unlike anything you'll find in regular Italy. Every June, the entire town of Spello transforms into a living artwork. But this isn't just any festival, it's Infiorata, where 60 streets become intricate flower carpets that take residents all night to create. Picture this, 1,500 residents working through the night, using over 1.5 million flower petals to create religious and artistic designs that stretch for miles. By dawn, the entire town looks like a fairy tale. What's most touching is how 3-year-olds work alongside their great-grandparents, each family responsible for their street section. It's not just a festival, it's how a community stays connected across generations. In 1935, the Italian government declared Calcutta too dangerous to inhabit and ordered everyone to leave. The town was supposed to become a ghost village. Instead, something magical happened. In the 1960s, artists from around the world started illegally squatting in the abandoned medieval houses. They renovated crumbling walls, turned ancient stables into galleries, and created what's now Italy's most vibrant artistic community. Today, Grammy-winning musicians perform intimate concerts for audiences of 30 people. World-renowned sculptors invite visitors into their workshops. You might find yourself having dinner with a New York Times best-selling author who chose to live off-grid in a place that technically doesn't exist on government maps. These strange cities are just the beginning. Up next, some of the insane wonders. They call it the Pearl of the Dolomites, but Lake Braze is so much more than a pretty face. This glacial lake sits at 1,496 meters elevation, surrounded by peaks that change color throughout the day. Here's what makes it special. The water is so pure you can drink it directly from the lake. The wooden boats, you see, they're handcrafted by the same family that's been the lake's guardians for over 100 years. The hiking here is next level. The Carezza Wild Sea Circuit takes you through meadows where you'll encounter ibex, golden eagles, and if you're incredibly lucky, the elusive alpine lynx that was reintroduced here just 5 years ago. At 1,775 meters, Monte Grappa offers something you won't find anywhere else in Italy. You can drive to the summit and watch the sunrise over both the Alps and the Adriatic Sea simultaneously. But the real adventure starts when you explore the World War I tunnels carved into the mountain. Over 25 kilometers of underground passages tell the story of soldiers who lived here for 3 years during the Great War. A local guide, whose great-grandfather fought here, leads underground tours that feel more like time travel. You'll crawl through trenches, see original graffiti from 1917, and understand how this mountain shaped modern European history. Sasida Ridge looks like a sleeping dragon's spine jutting out of the earth. This isn't just a hiking trail, it's a geological wonder that was underwater 250 million years ago. The journey starts with a heart-stopping cable car ride that lifts you 1,000 meters in 12 minutes. At the top, Refugio Seceda serves what many consider the best apple strudel in the Alps. Adventure seekers can paraglide from the ridge. Imagine floating above clouds with the entire Alps spread below you. For rock climbers, the Via Ferrata routes here are considered some of Europe's most spectacular. The Leiden people call it Lec de Ergobando, the Rainbow Lake. Legend says a wizard created a rainbow to capture a water nymph's heart, but when she discovered his trickery, she shattered the rainbow into the lake. Science explains it differently. Algae and minerals create colors that shift from emerald to turquoise to deep blue throughout the day. But honestly, the legend feels more true when you're standing there. The surrounding forest hides red deer, roe deer, and over 80 bird species. The circular hiking trail takes just 45 minutes, but feels like walking through a living fairy tale. Up next, we'll dive into some of Italy's hidden gems, spots that reveal a quieter, equally enchanting side of this incredible land. Imagine a village where every street has a river running through it. Not canals like Venice, actual mountain streams flowing right through the town center, creating nature's own air conditioning system. Built by medieval engineers who diverted natural springs to power wool mills, Rasiglia became known as Little Venice of Umbria. When industry collapsed in the 1950s, the 120 residents transformed their village into something even more magical. They've perfected a 500-year-old water management system where mountain streams provide natural cooling, fresh trout farming, and enough hydroelectric power for complete energy independence. It's medieval engineering that puts modern cities to shame. From Greek penta, 5, and dactylos, fingers, Pentidatilo appears to be carved by a giant hand. But the real magic happens when you realize people have been living inside this rock for over 800 years. These aren't houses built against rock, they're excavated into it. Families have spent generations digging deeper into the mountain, creating underground networks that connect every home in the village. The underground tours are mind-blowing. You'll crawl through passages that connect houses, emerge in someone's kitchen, then descend to wine cellars carved into bedrock. It's like a medieval ant colony built by humans. Hidden in the Tuscan countryside near Saturnia lies one of nature's most incredible secrets, free thermal pools that cascade down pristine white limestone terraces, creating natural infinity pools heated to a perfect 37 degrees Celsius year-round. While thousands flock to the commercialized Saturnia resort, locals know about these wild thermal springs where sulfuric waters have carved stunning natural basins over thousands of years. The mineral-rich water is said to have healing properties. The magic happens at sunset, when steam rises from the warm pools, while the surrounding countryside glows golden. You can soak in naturally heated water while watching wild boars come to drink from the stream below. The area around the springs is a nature reserve home to rare butterflies, wild orchids, and ancient olive groves. A hidden trail leads to even more secluded pools, where you might be the only person for miles. These places aren't just destinations, they're invitations to experience Italy as it really is. Away from crowds, away from tourist traps, in places where strangers become friends and every moment feels like a discovery. The Italy revealed here exists because local communities have chosen to preserve their authentic way of life. When you visit, you're not just a tourist, you become part of their story. Which of these secret places calls to you most? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know which one you're adding to your bucket list. And if you want more hidden gems that most travelers never discover, make sure to subscribe for more incredible destinations. Oh, by the way, in the next video, we'll be exploring some hidden gems in the Greek islands, and you for sure don't want to miss